Hello class, it's Miss Roberts here, and today I'm going to show you a brief demonstration or explanation about the autobiographical poster project. So let's go ahead and begin. So let me move my image over here. I might be moving the image periodically during this video, but as you see here, we're in week 4, module 4, and I introduced the assignment right here. So there are two elements to this assignment. There is the paper element and the poster element. So let's go ahead and go to the paper element first. So in the paper, it just gives you a chance to describe the choices for the online poster project. The rationale behind the project is, okay, it correlates with chapter 3. We're talking about interpersonal communication themselves, and we're answering the question in detail, who are you? How would you describe yourself? So on the poster, you have to have at least one photo. The photo does not need to be included in the essay. And because this assignment was inspired by an assignment I saw online that required students to create a newspaper or magazine layout, the titles of this project are headlines. So the main headline is the main title of your autobiographical poster, and then the 3 to 5 mini headlines are the subtitles. Then you can also choose 2 to 3 quotes or memes that either describe you or that you like a lot, and then you're going to talk about yourself overall, such as your personality, hobbies, lifestyles, values, etc. And then in the paper, you're also going to talk about the future. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Do you see yourself with an advanced degree? Do you see yourself with a family? Do you see yourself traveling? Do you see yourself being a YouTube star? What is the life that you vision for yourself? So you're going to add these papers elements in the paper, but of course you can copy and paste or make slight changes for the poster project as well. You're going to write 2 to 3 double-spaced pages discussing the creative choices for your paper. Remember, dot pages files and Google Docs files won't show up, so you want to download them in Word, PDF, or RTF. RTF stands for Rich Text Format. When you're done, you're going to click here, browse your computer, and just download the file. And then once that's uploaded, I'll be able to see the submission. Next up is the poster example. So you might have seen this a little bit earlier. I just have to be cognizant of this part right here. So notice that my headline is called Sabrina's World because I'm Sabrina. And the 2 pictures I chose was my bachelor's graduation photo and my master's graduation photo. So these were taken approximately 5 years apart. Yeah, approximately 5.5 years apart. I was 25 here, and I graduated from Cal Poly Pomona with my undergraduate in communication studies. And then I went to Cal State San Bernardino for my master's in communications with emphasis in integrated marketing communications. So I just chose these photos because this is a class assignment. Why not? So you can choose, you could choose 1 or more photos. I just chose both of them because why not? And I just wrote a description of why I chose these photos and what they mean to me right there. So I have my main headline and 2 pictures of myself. Next up, you have the mini headlines. So you're going to need about 3 to 5 of these minimum. So here I chose to describe the roles I have So I'm a sister, I'm a friend, I'm a teacher, and a cat lady. And I just describe what those roles mean to me. Now you can also describe yourself as far as personality traits. For the sake of space, I chose not to do that. So here's some examples of other words I would use to describe myself. But then say if I chose this route, I will have to describe why I chose these. So you can take the perspective of roles, personality traits or adjectives, or a combination. But just make sure to pick about 3 to 5. So I picked 4 right here. At least 3 to 5 descriptions of yourself and brief explanations of why you chose those descriptors. So here are the memes that I chose. Now remember, there is the paper and discussion board element, so you can save time by copying and pasting some of those elements. You don't have to sort of reimagine the paper and reimagine the text of the poster, online poster board. So if you want to copy and paste elements here to your paper, that's fine. As long as the paper flows and makes sense, that's fine with me. So my memes, and I saw this during that time in grad school, my memes are the tassel, is the word, the tassels, not necessarily grammatically correct, but okay, the tassel's worth the hassle, right? So with this meme, I liked it because I was really having a hard time towards the tail end of my grad program. You know, the inner programs are pretty stressful, and it helped motivate me to keep on my program. And towards graduation, or when I was done with all those requirements, I was like, hey, I remember the days I prayed for the things I have now. So for me, that meant not only with my degree, but I was like, hey, I'm really satisfied, happy with life right now, and I wanted to have the things I have now, I wanted, so I really like those. And then I just gave a description of the memes and their significance to me. Now, when you, let me scroll up a little bit. I think I have to press back. Give me a second. So when you do, you can create a new thread. And plus, with the autobiographical poster project, you have to reply to other students' posters. So make sure to look at 2, talk about, hey, here's some of the similarities, here's some of the differences, or some of the elements of the poster that you found interesting. Okay? You can create the thread right here. One of the things I did to add my photos, I clicked on this button and I browsed. Look at my pictures. Here's my graduation photo right here. Now I'm using I'm using Windows, so this is what I did. I have description, Sabrina, grad, photo. And, then I pressed insert, and there you go. Now, it's a little bit harder. One of the ways I resized it, you're going to get a little bit technical here. You can either highlight it and you'll be able to resize it, or you can press HTML. I hope you're able to see this, but you should see width and height in the picture. So I think I reduced it 300 by 300. You can play around with the numbers to see which is appropriate for you. Update. And now you see my grad photo is smaller. Okay? Alright, so that's just a brief explanation of the project. If you have any additional questions, let me know. And I will talk to you guys soon. Alrighty, bye.